Hi everyone, welcome to my tutorial lap guide video for week 108 of the GTP weekly race series time trials. This week we're in the Suzuki Cappucino around Kart Space 1, and since it's also the seasonal event this week for the time trial, I'll be showing my best lap from that, which is currently 42.603 and is in first place on the leaderboard. I'm using brake balance of 0 at the front and 5 at the rear. You can modify this by using the RA functions, which you can set to one of the buttons on your steering wheel or PS3 controller. And as this lap bit, for the GTP time trial we had to do 2 laps, so it was a bit hard to get the consistency between both laps, with the curbs being quite hard not to do a red lap by going over them slightly too much. So approaching the first corner, you want to brake just as you come up to that curb on the left. Turn in, get the car to slide a bit. It's better to go for a slightly late apex, as you want to carry a bit more speed out of the corner than into it, because it is a fairly tight hairpin. So get back on the power as soon as you can, avoid that wall. Come back over to the left. You see that you can use that Kart Space writing on the track as a bit of a guide, and since the track goes uphill, you can brake later than you might expect for this corner. And then I don't use full brake for this corner either, so you just want to use about possibly half, maybe a bit more, and chuck the car into the corner at the same time. I also dabbed the handbrake a couple of times, just quickly tapped it. This was a good technique for me to just guide the car towards the apex if I was going in a bit too deep into the corner, and well, it seemed the easiest way for me to do this lap, so it worked for me. You want to get as close as you can to those curbs as well without getting disqualified. It does take quite a lot of practice though. The more laps you run, the closer you'll find yourself getting to them, and hence you'll go faster. So swing back across after you've gone out that corner. Again, not full brake, use the handbrake just to dab in if you need to. Cut as close to that curb, and also, crucial point on this, make sure when you're on the exit, even though it's full power, and you might think a wider line would make you get the power down earlier, it's actually a tenth or even more quicker if you take the inside route round this corner, even to the point of keeping inside there, because it's a much shorter line, and with the power of this car, it's so little that every bit of momentum you can maintain, and every bit of track that you can shorten will gain you time. So turn in and brake just as you go over that crest. Again, get as close as you can. You'll find that if you drift the car slightly, because of the way that the disqualification system works, you can get away with cutting the curb a bit more if the rear wheel just misses it, like that. And again, get over and prepare the car for this next corner. You get as close to the curb as you can and the wall. Come off the throttle so that you don't go too wide there, but still come out slightly towards the middle of the track. and then you should be able to get back on full throttle, and just keeping close to the wall, get back over for the final corner. That gains you quite a bit of time by doing that. If you approach this corner too narrow, you might gain a bit of time into the corner, but coming out of the corner you will lose a lot of time. Although actually on this lap, compared to my previous best lap, I did go slightly too wide on the entrance, you'll see. I could have got half a car length more out of the track there, you see, because I've only got one wheel just touching the curb. It actually cost me a tenth because I missed the apex on the second apex as well. It cost me a tenth around that other corner. It would have been a low 42.5 otherwise. So yeah, use the full track on the exit. Make sure you use that full curb and shift up to third gear at about 7,500 RPM. And that's my lap for this week. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.